that, my friends, what you heard is called the transformer scratch. It was basically invented and originated in 1978 by a person called Greg Ginn, and then after that perfected by a DJ called DJ Jazzy Jeff. Well, basically, why is it called the transformer scratch? There's a very interesting story behind this. You've heard of the movies Transformer, right? Well, before the movie Transformer was made, there were cartoons called the Transformers. DJ Jazzy Jeff really liked the Transformers cartoon, and when they used to change shape from the car to the robot and the robot to the car, they used to make this particular sound like tack 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 tack, and he just got inspired by that and went on to perfect the transformer scratch, which we are going to be learning today in DJ Suketu Unplugged. Well, what is the transformer scratch? Basically, when you practice the baby scratch and the tear, you are using only one hand to keep on the platter or on the jog wheel and just move it back and forth in different rhythms and speeds to create different sounds. Out here, what we do is your left hand or your right hand, whichever is on the platter or on the jog wheel, is going to be moving back and forth just like the baby scratch, or like a baby scratch giving a drop with it, and your right hand, or if your right hand is on the platter, then your left hand is going to be controlling the crossfader. What you're basically going to be doing is just taking that one sound and cutting it into pieces. What I mean by cutting into pieces, this is what I mean. We're going to be using the tear sound, which is very, very popularly used in hip hop music and battle scratching. So let's listen to the tear, and then after that, let's see how we get into the transformer using the baby scratch. That's your tear sound. Now, if you were supposed to do the baby scratch, this is what it would be like. You can hear the full tear sound. What I'm just going to be doing now is letting the tear sound play, pulling this sound back again, and I'm going to be cutting it using my crossfader. So if I use the crossfader to cut this sound, this is what it's going to sound like. What I'm basically doing is playing the sound, putting it back on the right hand side, cutting the sound, because then it's going to be the other channel which is going to be working, putting it out again, cutting it again, and I just repeat this motion in a sort of a speedy motion, and this is the sound which you'll get. If you do it slow, this is what it's going to sound like. And if I do it faster, this is what it's going to sound like. Now, if I'm supposed to play the same transformer scratch with the beat, it's going to sound really killer. Well, another thing about the transformer scratch is, if you start varying the speed of the crossfader and your hand on the platter, you can get really interesting and different sounds, just like this. Well, that, my friends, is the transformer scratch. I hope you guys enjoyed the first 3 episodes on scratching on DJ Suketu Unplugged. Well, before we leave, I have one small tip to give you. A lot of people try and do scratching on house music and tracks which are like 125 BPM and higher. It is possible to scratch on these tracks, but my suggestion and tip to you would be that try and scratch on breakbeat and hip hop. These tracks are specially made for battling and scratching. If you scratch on these tracks, your scratches will be nice, clean, crisp, and they'll sound really good. Plus, because the BPM is slightly lower, you'll get some really interesting scratches coming your way. So, stay tuned to DJ Suketu Unplugged for more tips and tricks, and if there's any particular type of scratch other than the ones which we showed you right now, which is the baby, tear, and the transformer, do mention in the comment section below, and we'll get back to you with that particular scratch.